really focus now on the material deprivation parts. So we have conducted some work on child poverty, so income poverty, and then we have looked at the relationships between income poverty and material deprivation. Here it is for France too, and so material deprivation in different dimensions, in housing quality, access to the possibility to replace worn clothes, basic nutrition, access to educational resources, to leisure opportunities and social opportunities, and to and information on neighborhood quality. What shows up from this slide is that, of course, income poor children are more likely to experience some kind of deprivation, but material deprivation goes beyond only income poor. So you have a significant proportion of children, non-income poor children, that face also material deprivation. But more than that, it's also very important to look at the frequency of multiple kinds of deprivation. So we made some kind of latent class analysis with this data to identify different groups of children experiencing different kinds of material deprivation. So we came out with 3 groups in France, for instance, that are highly deprived, but for which the combination, the kind of deprivation is different. So the combination of the deprivations that they experience is different. You have one group which represents around one in 5 children, 1 in 5 income poor children. Who are heavily deprived. They experience deprivation in all the dimensions. And it's linked to very specific socioeconomic characteristics. You are more likely to be in that group if you are in a single parent household, and if you are in the very lowest income decile, so extremely income poor. That's the 2 factors that really affect this group. Then you have another group, so which represent more than 1/3 of the income poor children, who are mostly deprived in terms of housing, so they live in bad quality housing, and they are also so that's their key risk. Also, a large fraction of them are also deprived in terms of leisure opportunities, or in terms of the quality of their neighborhood. And you have also a group of children that seems to experience only it's not a moral difference, it's not a judgment, but to experience deprivations in capacities to replace worn clothes, or to have access to leisure activities. So the idea then is really to try to figure out the combination, the group of children that are experiencing multiple deprivations, that have multiple needs, because one policy issue is to address all these needs together. And in many countries, the administration, policies, programs that are responding to these different needs, they are separated. They are working in silo. So for us, it's very important to really show to countries that you have a large group of children that are experiencing, that have different kind of problems, more or less linked to income poverty, and you have to address these needs together. And the policy implication is that you have to have more coordination between your social services and the policy